Hello everyone. We'll start with the portfolio management. I have prepared short notes, or you can say short formulas for the quick revision. First of all, we'll start with standard deviation. Standard deviation, the data can be of two types. If the past data is given or a future data. If the past data is given or a future data is given. Okay. If the past data is given, standard deviation will be root over summation of d square x divided by n, where n will be the total number of the total number of what total number of the items or the elements given, okay, or the year given in the questions. And d square x is the deviation from the mean. First of all, you will have to calculate the mean. Okay, this is the x bar. Okay, we will calculate first of all x bar, and from that the given series will be subtracted. So series will be subtracted from the mean. Okay, that will be deviation x minus x mean, and after that square of that will be the d square x, and summation of that will be summation of d square x, and root over of summation d square x upon n will be your standard deviation if the past data is given. Okay, if future data is given, then standard deviation will be summation of probability into d square x. D square x same as we have calculated over here. With that, the probability column will be multiplied, so we'll get p into d square x ka summation. Okay, after that variance is what, standard deviation ka square, or you can say standard deviation is the root over of the variance. Okay, root over of variance. Then coefficient of variance is basically the risk per unit of return. Risk per unit of return मतलब एक return, if I am earning 1% of the return, what is the risk for 1% of the return I am earning? That tells about coefficient of variance, tells about that the risk taken for the per unit of return. So it will be lower the better. Higher the CV means the higher the risk. Higher the CV means higher the risk. Okay. In that case also, if the past data is given, then the coefficient of variance will be standard deviation upon average return or NPV. Whatever the data given in the question, they may give NPV or they may give average return. So standard deviation upon average return or NPV will be your coefficient of variance. And if the future data is given, then the coefficient of variance will be standard deviation upon expected return. Here it is average return, it is expected return. Okay, so it is lower the better. Lower the better, and higher the coefficient variance means higher the risk. After that, risk and return of a security, of a single security. Security return will be simple, expected return will be simply calculated, average return means simple average, and expected return means the return into divided by multiplied by the probability, that is return. And the risk will be standard deviation, or it can be a variance, or it can be coefficient of variance. And we have seen how to calculate standard deviation, variance, and also coefficient of variance. Okay, after that, risk and return of a portfolio. Here the return will be as per the weight. Okay, if I have 1 lakh rupees and I have invested 50,000 in a single security and another 50,000 in another security, let's say a security A and security B. If I have invested 50,000 in security A and 50,000 security B, the weight will be 0.5, and that is what here it is, average return into weight, okay, of A and weight of B. So average return of A into weight of A plus average return of B into weight of B. This will be the what return of a portfolio. This weight can be anything. 75 25 60 40 30 70 anything. Okay, and if we have to calculate expected return, then the expected return into weight of A plus expected return of B into weight of B. W is equal to weight, average return is equal, AR is average return, ER means expected return. Okay, after that, risk of portfolio. Risk of portfolio means I have a portfolio in which I may have one or two or three or four n number of what security, but here we are talking about a portfolio in which there are two securities. This will be the formula. Okay, standard deviation of portfolio, P means portfolio. Standard deviation of A square, you can call it standard deviation of A into weight of A as A. Okay, this is B. Okay, this is 2AB. A square plus B square plus 2AB. So this is standard deviation of A into weight of A. This is A. Standard deviation of B into weight of B, that is B. 2 into AB into R. R is what? Coefficient of correlation. This is R, coefficient of correlation.